folks, well, the Heritage Classic sucked. Another embarrassing loss. Another non-playoff team. We're going to bring it all down for you right here on the OZone.
You're in the offensive zone, your place for Leafs hockey.
Hey folks, welcome to the OZone. That's Coach, that's KD, and I'm the Devo, and we're here to talk all things Leafs. Another loss to a hapless opponent. Another wasted opportunity. Matthews suspended for a couple games. That's not going to help. Goalies are still letting in some softies. Katie, what is going on?
As far as the Leafs go, we're seeing a bit of a tale of two cities, right? Like, if you look at that first line, I mean, they are a joy to see. I don't think we've ever seen anything in Toronto like that for the way the first line is going right now. The third line is it's becoming the quintessential third line. They are energy line, supporting the puck really well. They're really starting to play well amongst with each other and amongst the line and supporting each other. I think it's great, but there are lots of problems too. So I won't get into the goaltending. I think that'll be covered later on in the pod, so we'll let that one go. But if we just put up this little stat, and this is a simple points and plus minus stat reverse, so negative at the top, and we kind of go through kind of the 13 guys who are negative on the team. The first 5 guys at the bottom there, they're in the minor leagues, and Clifford at 5, he's in the minor leagues, and Nick Robertson, he's played 7 games, and he right now is a minor leaguer. So if we take a look at the rest of the guys, Richie got shipped off, so we got rid of that problem. And what do we see? We see ineffective fourth line. We see Simmons there with Spezza. Ineffective fourth line that the coach doesn't trust. They barely play. So we got to do something with that fourth line. We see Muzzin right near the top. He's hurt now. Was playing crappy hockey before he got hurt. That shutdown deep pair is not there at the moment. So we got to sort that part out. And then we see a second line that's a liability 5-on-5. They get caved in almost every game. We see Nylander and Tavares, so we got to sort that out. And so those are the main 3, I think, main things. Goaltending aside, we got to sort out, and hopefully we can do it maybe through trades. Ideally, we do it internally, but I don't know what to say at the moment.
I don't know. Coach, what's the Angst Meter at now?
Well, it's rising, boys. I mean, it's not playoff level angst yet, but, pretty easy stretch. Devo, you covered this last time. Pretty easy stretch of teams, a lot of non-playoff teams, 2-3-1 in March. And it's the way the club is losing. Right after, a horrendous effort by Peter Mrazek against Arizona, you have to put him back in. Can't put the kid in. The outdoor game first start ever. And he actually delivers a couple of decent periods, but then perhaps the worst goal of the year against. Oh, my goodness. And so we have real problems. Like, we've gone from the best goaltending in the league or close to it to we got some real problems here. We're losing games in ways that it's going to be difficult to overcome against good teams. Can't just outscore it. Like we tried to coming back Thursday, and so I'm watching that game, and then I got to go play beer league hockey, right? So I see the goal against, and then I'm pissed. I jump right in the car. I'm driving to the rink, and there's a little delay, but I got the radio on, right? But it's the Sabres radio. Rob Ray is on there, and he goes, "You know what the problem is with Toronto? I'll tell you what the problem is with their goaltending." He let that goal in. It was so soft. No one went to him. They've lost confidence in him. That's why the Angst Meter is rising, boys. Got to do something.
Yeah. Look, what can I say? 2 games in a row where Matthews was totally and clearly taking abuse. And he retaliated. He got suspended 2 games. He deserved it. It was a cross-check to the head. But maybe the Leafs respond to this. Maybe they don't. My panic level, like yours, Coach, is certainly going up. I don't know what you do. Move 91 to Matthews' spot. Maybe get him going. Get him away from Nylander anyways. He's been terrible for too long. I've been texting with you guys a lot about it. Mrazek's played okay for most of the game. He had a couple nice starts actually, or stops. But then he let that one puck go in, and that was it. And the Leafs are hobbling now. It's remarkable to me when you look at how they've played against these quote unquote non-contender teams since February. It's incredible. Against contenders, they're 4-2 since February. Against non-playoff teams, they're 4-5-2. They've been outscored 33-18. The schedule's going to start getting a lot more difficult. And I'm not so sure what we would consider untouchables to be the same thing at this point. You got a lot of people whose jobs are on the line. And the way the Leafs have been losing of late, those are the kinds of losses that coaches lose their jobs on.
Yeah.
So maybe we should get into some trade deadline stuff. I'll start with you, Coach. What do you think? Anything you want to talk about with respect to the deadline?
Well, yeah, our deadline special, I was very clear we need to upgrade the D. I'm still on that. But I believe the gap has closed between the other areas of need. So I said we also need to upgrade our goaltending. I don't want to see Peter Mrazek play another game with the Leafs. I'm pretty sure Keefe doesn't either. So I think you have to do something, even if it's just a change of scenery deal. Our buddy from the East Coast was suggesting the Ottawa goalie, maybe the guy from Columbus, just something. Because I'm sure he gets it back in his career. I don't think we can wait. And then the other thing here is at forward. I was advocating a skilled top six guy to go help Tavares. I do think we still need that. But here's another thing we need. Matthews gets the shit kicked out of him for, that whole game. They're targeting him clearly. Yep. So where's the response? How about our fighter, Simmons? One fight in his last 31 games. What's he doing? He's playing 6.5 minutes a night, and he hits a guy here and there. He's not producing any points. Like, if that's the way it's got to be, you can't have Matthews defend himself. So someone's got to set a tone. It's not going to be Marner. Bunting's just a pest. But there's got to be someone in your lineup that's going to keep people honest. He's terrifying when he fights, but he's not fighting. So what's he doing? I just with every 2 or 3 games, there's more and more areas of need. We should be tightening it up. The Angst Meter just went up again.
Yeah. All right, Katie, what about you? What are you thinking?
Well, exactly. I showed that little list there. It's right on. The fourth line has to bring something to the table. Like you just can't put 3 guys on there and have them be a dash and not produce or not set a tone or not hit or not do anything. So if this is the fourth line, I'd rather pull it off and put 3 kids from the Marlies. At least if some of them are big, will hit and or will.
Yeah, have them be happy to be in the league and get 6 minutes, right? Yeah. Have them be here at $800K instead of $1.5 million or something on the cap. That's why Spezza's so valuable. But my goodness. Yeah. Now I'm getting 100%.
Yeah. Well, and listen, I'm going to go back to beating this Nylander horse again. Goal scorers like him sometimes get into what you might call a scoring slump, and we've seen it. We've certainly seen it with him, but others too. Sometimes you go a while without scoring. He's not in a scoring slump, folks. He's in a hockey slump. He's not playing inspired hockey. He's not playing in his end. He's never been strong in his end, but he's just. When it doesn't go his way, he folds. He's a paper tiger out there right now. And listen, he is a luxury they can't afford. Yeah. If he could bring back something because he's got term, I wouldn't hesitate. I do not consider him someone that fits into that core 4. That core 4 does not include 88 anymore. It's 44 that's in there, folks.
It's the old double-edged sword, though, isn't it? Oh, by the way, have you ever seen a single-edged sword? What a bullshit thing to say. But, so the double-edged sword is they shut down Matthews' line last couple of playoffs, and nobody else scored other than Nylander, a little bit, right? So if you're going to subtract scoring, oh, by the way, a hockey slump and a scoring slump for Nylander, that's all he does is score.
Yeah.
So if you remove that, you got to get scoring from somewhere. But I agree, he is so frustrating to watch. You guys have brought me around.
Yeah. Well, I'll point out that he's on pace to do 70 points minus 20 on a team with 110.4, like virtually unheard of.
It's impossible.
Like had Babcock been coaching now, he would have been in the press box several times. There's no way he would have had a free rein.
It's like Morgan Riley said, look, I'm going to be the highest event player in the league. We're going to score a lot. We're going to give up a lot. And then Nylander said, hold my beer.
Oh, yeah? You think? Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch
All
this.
right, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's also the most uneventful high event player because there's no event on the other side. It's just an event horizon. You just see the score running up the other way. All right, boys. Let's get into some predictions here. Let's lay it on the line, like we do all the time for you folks here on the OZone. Next, we got the Stars. Are you traveling with the team, Coach? We got the Stars coming in Tuesday night. KD, what's going to happen? We'll start with you.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're actually at the point now where everyone's scrambling. Like I think you lose a few games, and usually the fans and Leaf Nation gets on them. You know, we don't see it in the, they probably aren't feeling it in the dressing room. I think they're feeling it now. I think they're struggling. I think they're stressed. They're worried about it. The goaltending certainly is. And I think with Matthews out, I think actually guys are going to step up. So I actually am calling for Nylander to finally snap out of it with some pressure on him. And I think Tavares especially. I think Tavares will get to play with different line mates, which will really help him. And I think they're going to squeeze out a win. I think it's going to be ugly, but I think we're looking at a choppy 4-3 game. And I'm calling for 91 to have a good outing for sure.
Good for you, Coach.
Normally I go 4-1 win. Matthews scores, but he's suspended. But I am going to go 5-3 win. The big Swede, he's got to play, right? He gets his first win in goal. Shellgren, whatever. I like him. I think he's going to be good. When they called Joe Wall up, I said that guy could be even better. So I think he gets his first win. And I think Nick Robertson gets a pair. Here's the reason. He's playing against his older brother. His older brother is on the top line of the Stars. He's one of their best players, if not their best. And he's going to want to have a good showing with his brother. I just hope he gets in the lineup. And I'm also going to predict two things about the Stars. One, we are going to be sad that they extended Joe Pavelski. He would be a great fit for the Leafs. We'll see that. Right now. And secondly, I really hope this is the case. You will see John Klingberg in all his defensive deficiencies. He makes William Nylander look like Bob Gainey. He's so bad defensively. I'm telling you, honestly, I'm better than him defensively. So please, for anyone who thinks we should add Klingberg, just watch tomorrow night and you'll come to your own conclusion.
All right, I hate to be the negative Nelly here, guys, but I predict a 5-2 loss. I bet 47 gets a Gordie Howe Hattie, though.
Oh.
I predict two. I think Mrazek's going to play. I think 2 goals are going to go off Leafs defensemen. I think at least one is going to go in that would make Don Edwards blush. And I think Dallas will be inspired by a silent Toronto crowd for 2 honest NHL goals. Other than that, I think the sloppiness continues, and there you have it, folks.
You feel that, Kev? That's angst.
I'm definitely betting on the Leafs tonight. Yeah.
You gotta know. You gotta know everything about the Leafs, and that's why you come here. We love to have you. Things are heating up in Leafland. Don't miss any of it. You subscribe, hit like, share the video. We'll have everything but your buds right here on the OZone.